The other day I was with some of my friends and we had a very interesting conversation, a discussion. I don't know how it led to this place, and they were saying, hey, how much can you allow God to work in your life? All of us have the desire that God would do something, powerful in our lives, and we always look forward to that. In the stories we hear about many people, they encountered God and God really did something amazing. But as I was looking into the Gospel of John chapter 9, and there's a story about a blind man, but this man was born blind. And then the disciples ask about who sinned. Did he sin or his parents sin? But then Jesus talks about neither of them, nor this man nor his parents sinned, but because the work of God may be displayed. And then the interesting thing happened. Jesus spits into the ground and makes some mud and applies in the eyes of this blind man and asks him to go to a pool called Shiloh and wash it. And this man did. And when he washed, we see that this man came back seeing. Here is Jesus saying to his disciples, the work of God has been displayed, but how? Jesus makes this mud and applies into the eyes of this man. Many times we become very uncomfortable when God starts doing things that are not very normal or something that we don't approve of. Think about it. Spitting into the ground and making a mud and applying on your eyes. But this man who was born blind allowed it. Not only that, he also followed up with what Jesus said, going to this pool and washing, and then he got his miracle. I believe many times we limit God the way we want him to work in our lives, or we say, God, not this way, but this is the acceptable way. What did Jesus say? Even being Son of God, he cried out and said, not my will, but thy will be done. There's a place where we have to surrender. We have to, pull back all the things what we think is right or we think is the way God should work, and let God work his way in our lives. So as we were sitting together and our friends were talking about, and something really came up. One person said, I was at a place where I was completely broken and there was no hope for me. And that's the place I knelt down and asked God, do whatever you want with my life the way you want it. That's the place where we completely allow God to take control of our lives. May God bless you. May his will be done. May we be open enough to allow him to do his work. And may we wait and see his good things. Thank you.